Alright, guys. We should be good. We should be good. I can see the chat now. Welcome. I'll just say good morning. Smiley face. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to do today. We're minutes away. We are minutes away from the release of our last short that we made, which was the Steve Bartman short, which we're all amped about. So what I'm going to do here is make the... Yeah, let's see that. All right, now, so this will be good. If our Steve Bartman video starts popping off, we've got this live as the related video. So that'll be dope. So hopefully Steve Bartman starts popping off. It's scheduled for release at 9:45. Scheduled. I was gonna release it yesterday, but we'll go over TO. It just ended up doing too well. And it's still doing pretty well, but it looks like they're giving me the op. They're giving me the op to post Bartman. Because you can see, like, basically it wasn't no big spikes, but basically all day yesterday we were just getting like 200 views an hour or so. So it added up. We got 3 subscribers from that short alone. It was definitely worth it. It will probably end up passing 20K on its own. And also something interesting that happened last night was our original TO short. They decided, they're like, all right, we'll show this to a couple more people. People are into TO. So they gave it to another couple hundred people. So yeah, we're up to 103 subscribers, which is great. Hopefully, we're hoping this Bartman short's gonna hit, because Bartman short, I looked again over the top Bartman shorts. If we break like 35K with our Bartman short, that will be like in the top Bartman shorts of all time. Like top 3 for sure. And I think it's doable. I think ours is the best one, honestly. So we got that. So that's going to be posting in just a couple minutes. So we'll check that out throughout the stream today. We got the live going. We got a couple things going. Like, these are producer prices going back up. Basically, like, the Fed's going to be cutting rates here soon, but who knows? That might, like, prices are still going up, you know? So it's, I don't know. They're cutting rates because I guess they have to, they say. The market expects them to. It would be a meltdown if they didn't, but at the same time, who knows what's going to happen after they cut rates. Maybe stuff like Bitcoin will keep going way higher. That's probably what's going to happen. That's what we think is going to happen. We've been talking about like the adoption of Bitcoin as a worldwide type reserve, and Norway's sovereign wealth fund, which is one of the biggest in the world, or the largest apparently, from all their oil money. They have one of the largest investment portfolios of any country, you know, like similar to like Saudi Arabia or something like that. These countries have like sovereign wealth funds, but you can see that they're trying to gain more exposure to Bitcoin. But if you look like the dollar value, it's like they own 1.2 billion in Strategy stock, formerly MicroStrategy, but we can look up the size of this sovereign wealth fund. It's just massive. So my point is like that they're it's ticking up now, but it has a lot. Like this is still just barely any percentage toward what their total AUM and what they're managing. Okay, so we got that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to keep, making videos, trying to keep up on what's in these days. I've never heard of these dolls, but apparently they're all the rage. Labubu dolls. Somebody stole $30,000 worth of them. They've recently surged in popularity. I've never heard of them. So thought that was kind of interesting. But really what's going to be interesting today is we got the Bartman short posting like live right now, like right as we speak. But we'll see. So we'll keep the analytics on that one up. We'll keep those analytics up just so we can see as the views start coming in. I don't, it'll be interesting. We'll see what kind of tests we get. We'll see what kind of test comes. I've watched it like 9 times on YouTube. Many more times not on YouTube. So we'll watch those results. We'll start making this Shaq short, which I messed around with last night. So we'll finish that, and then we'll build the wheel for tomorrow, and we'll think of other stuff to do. Okay, so 9:47, 2 minutes in, probably hasn't gotten any views. Yeah, it looks like normally the first views come in about 5 minutes. So we'll get there. Wait, my bad. Okay. So I was messing around with a bunch of different sound effects, and I need some help, or I definitely needed to go on stream to like get creatively locked in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me go to CapCut. I'll play you what we got so far. I'm worried there's a little too much going on. There's definitely no arc, but we'll see. Like I think the first looks like 2 clips, like 8-9 seconds of it are pretty good. Like it's pretty funny. Like, so we'll just play that. So and we might have to have some like low beat in the background, maybe. Like maybe almost like a video game track, like because it's like this is like, so you hear that whoosh sound, and then
fight.
I'm gonna play it through one time. This is all zoomed in so you can see. We need like some type of. So we got the impact effect there. He pushes Chris Dudley down. Chris Dudley grabs the ball, throws it at him.
Fight!
Cuts to Charles Barkley throwing the ball at Shaq. And then it's got the little fight. Let me turn up this volume. I don't think you can hear it. All right, I'll be quiet. You guys watch this and tell me what you think. Yeah, and then like maybe we'll have some type of like championship thing, like but you know, I don't know. It's different from what we've been doing. You know, that's why I kind of like having the multiple styles. Like with the Bartman short, we had like that super eerie music. But then we have had a couple really popular videos that had no music and just the impact effects. So, for those reasons, I want to make another impact effect short, but I don't want too much going on. So.
Fight!
Yeah, it's just that, but the problem, so the problem is, I don't know. Problem I'm seeing is like it's like a de-escalation from there almost. You know, like I had this. Originally I had this at the start, the breaking the backboard, and then I had these. I just thought that this would be a good way to start it, because it's like he dunks on the guy, he tosses him down, and the guy gets mad at him, so he throws a basketball at him. And then this is similar, like Charles was mad that Shaq fouled him hard, so he bounces the basketball off of his head, and Shaq's like, you know, I have to do something, but like he did not land that punch. So then, I mean, I think people will still like this, but they've seen that video a whole bunch. So I don't know. Well, we're gonna play around here. I'm gonna look for like maybe like a championship sound. Elena says no. I would maybe cut out a second after the first clip. Cool. All right. I'm glad you like it. You see that it's like similar to the other shorts that we've done. You know, like what the heck? Still no data? Or are you kidding me? No, we're back. All right, cool. Cool. All right, Elena, you said second clip. You okay with this order? You okay with this order? A second after the first clip. Like, do you mean a second of the first clip? Or like, so the first clip is 6 seconds. And I can even show you the longer clips to see if we need anything. But basically I had this later in the video, but I decided this like whoosh moment to transition to the boing was just so great. You know, that's why I decided to move it forward. You know, have that be the beginning. So you're saying cut off a second here? The reason why I didn't want to cut off a second here is like, I don't know if I have any room to. It's like he bounces the ball off of his head, and then this guy nudges him, and then he's like going for like that's like, and I don't even go any deeper, you know? What do you mean, Kobe Short? The last clip could also be good as the first, but I think I like this order. Yeah, like the first, Brian was saying yesterday, like, we could end with like a pizza, him doing a pizza thing, which I shot down immediately, but then I thought about it, and it's like, like, remember we talked about predictive error? Yeah, I'll play it again. My bad. And I'll give you, let's see, let me make sure. If I put it, can you see that if I put it full screen? Right, I think you can. When he throws the ball, but you need to show that exactly. All right, I'll play it again, Elena. All right. I won't say anything.
Fight!
And I'll do it like a woo or like a championship. Because like you can hear that last impact effect is going away. But yeah, I think I guess here. Well, let's check the Bartman short. We got to add a pinned comment to the Bartman short. I'll say like, see if it's gotten any views. Oh, yep. Let's go, guys. Already got 1,000 views. Let's go. Let's see how the metrics look. 2,000 views. Damn. Let's go, Elena. 2,000 views. In 44 stayed to watch, 17. I mean, those aren't great, but like it's because the test is so huge, in my opinion. You know, like 63%. A bunch of people don't like this one. 4 dislikes. Love that, honestly. You don't like it? Tell me why. I'm hoping it doesn't slow down. It might be slowing down. Yeah, but it's getting views, so it's a pretty big. Wait, I wasn't even. You guys were on CapCut. All right, cool. This is the short we posted like. We just posted 10 minutes ago, or went around 9:45. So. Off the jump, we got 2.4K views. Now, this is low. This 44% stay to watch. Can you see that? That's low, but it's because they gave it to 2,000 people in the first 10 minutes. Like that didn't give it to my audience, which is good. No, it's good though. Like that means like they saw something. It's probably the CTR, which means the click through rate. Like a bunch of people like. Yeah, 2,500. I mean, 500 views like within 5 minutes. 500 views in like the 4th minutes of its existence. So this is I mean, unfortunately, we'd like to see it not tapering down here, but that does not mean anything like it's dead. You know, this is the first test. There are likely to be at least one more wave, possibly 2 more waves. So. You know, I'm not concerned about the fact that it, like, basically that was just good. They saw it was good and they wanted to get it out in front of a bunch of people immediately so that, you see, like, we posted it, you know. It's still, like, even though I said it slowed down, it's still getting, like, 100 views a minute or something. It's just not getting 500 views a minute. So. That's good. I mean, we'll keep checking this throughout the stream. Maybe stop checking it so much because it's doing really well. But yeah, so we'll see. 2.7K in the first not even 15 minutes. Engagement, we see that ticking up. That's good. Like they're gonna they'll see that. I mean, I'm making shorts for my audience, you know, it's like these are not clickbait for everybody to get them to stay for the first, like, 3 seconds. Like, if we can talk about some of those other shorts that are, like, maybe more universal appeal, you know. This short we made for our audience, you know. Shoot! All right, I spilled a little bit of coffee there. I'll be right back. Maybe I've got a paper towel right here. So yeah. All right, I'll 1 second. Yeah, Elena. So it is really fun watching these. It's so fun watching them come in live, but that's why it's good that I'm on live, because if this were a day before I started going live and I released a video and it were getting like 2,700 views in the first 15 minutes, I'd just be like constantly refreshing. You know, I'd be constantly refreshing, like getting every little bit of whatever, you know. So, yeah, I mean, it's already got the fact that it's a 17-second average view is good, because that means like I know, and now it's up to 18, and now it's up to 45.6, like, and now 2.8K. I mean, they're good. This will knock out. We have now guys with the TO short passing 10K views. We have 10. Yes, Elena, the algo basically is designed to make stay to watch tick up. It's like it's very low at the beginning, but I've talked about this. It's like they want you to reach new audience, you know, but like your audience or people they know are like your audience are way more likely to stay to watch than people who aren't your audience, you know. So in the beginning, they're going to, especially if they see something in the short they like, they being the algo saw something it liked, probably the first couple seconds, probably the title, the on-screen cue, like the algo can sense that / see immediately based on how the first people are watching. So yes, stay to watch is ticked up. Yes, it's like below 50, like it was whatever 45 or something. I guarantee it's gonna end way higher, because they're going to stop showing this to as many fresh viewers as much as, you know, people more aligned to stuff we've already put out. But, like, this is, I mean, in 15 minutes, we already have, like, 7 hours of watch time, which is just awesome. That's just great. And, like, so we'll just, yeah, so 45. I mean, interest. I mean, this is not a unit. We got 5 dislikes. I mean, people feeling strong about this, but hey, it's okay. They can come, you know, hop on the live and say what their, you know, say their problems if they have problems. If they dislike it, you know, hop on, say what you thought you didn't like, you know. So it's probably going to chill here for a little bit. Like, got 2.8K views last hour. We're going to go back to Shaq and start working on Shaq, because it's likely going to have another, at least, it's not, I mean, it's probably not dead immediately. What it'll probably do is just it'll be low like this for a little bit. Who knows, maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes, and then it'll start going back up. Maybe it'll peak that high. Hopefully it peaks that high, you know. But already, I mean, 2,800 views in 15 minutes is a ton of views for us. So we're happy. We're hoping that it breaks 10K. We're hoping it breaks 30, 50K, you know, because that was our goal, was to make the #1 Steve Bartman short. The dislikes, I'm surprised to see. But hey, you know, I get it. I guess I don't know. Maybe it made people feel some type of way. So you know, like it's gonna this will be low here for a little bit, but I'm not sweating it right now. That was a good first test. Like, if you know, unfortunately, I already know it's not going to be like a 1 million view video. Like, a 1 million view video would not have that taper, would not have gone down there. But hey, like, not every, like, you know, whatever, some crazy low percentage of videos reach that point. But very good opening. We'll check back on that throughout the stream. All right, let's get back to CapCut. Let's get back to the job at hand. Elena, I really need your help on this one. Let's see. I was looking for a championship sound. So yeah, these are like maybe celebration. I don't know. Well, let's go back. I was saying like B-Wall suggested having him like holding the pizza or something, which like at first I shot that down. So that's the one I used for the Clemens short, but I kind of like this one. I kind of like that one. Let's just see what it looks like or sounds like. Yeah, we can maybe work with this. We can maybe work with this. Let's see how this sounds. Fade this in. I mean, like that's kind of like, this is just like kind of absurd, you know? Like the whole short is kind of like a absurd type of vibe. Not absurd, like slapstick, I guess, you know? Video game / slapstick. So my question is basically, should we do that type of like video? You hear that like music, how it's kind of like video gamey? Like, should we do that for the whole time? Or just the ending scene? Or should we do like some total curveball? Like, oh, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. I can just 2880. Okay, let's see, is that updating? Oh no, it's not even updating. So you're saying video? Yeah. Maybe, yeah, we could make it more video game like. Yeah, I mean, this is just, it's funny because it's like, you know, there's nothing we can do for bar. Oh, we can pin a comment. We'll pin a comment. Yeah, you see, it's like still ticking up, 45.9. Like I said, that eventually that number is gonna be, ideally that number is gonna be, you know, 70 or something, 60. Hopefully. Hopefully. So, and I think it will. I think it's good enough. I mean, the fact that it's up to the 18 seconds just tells me like. The 18 seconds with a 45 or 46 stay to watch. You guys can't see the 18 seconds. Yeah, you can. The 18 seconds on a 31 short, like, while that's not, like, it is most of it, but while that's not, like, all of it or more than all of it, the 31-second short is long. We knew that. 18 seconds is a decent amount of watch time, like, and the fact that it's only 46% of people are staying to watch and the average is that high, that means that there's a solid chunk of people that are looping it. You see how the math, I would have to think, like, basically it's like if everybody's swiping away, 45% of people are watching it, you would think that the average watch time might be closer to 50% or something. But the fact that it's not, the fact that it's like over maybe 60% or something, what's that, whatever, 18 out of 30. It's really 18 out of 30 because it's not a 31 second. But so that's like, over 60%. But anyway, so you see what I'm saying? It's like that means that there's definitely a cohort of people who are replaying the short, who are watching it more than once, and that's why this watch time is pretty big. It's like that's a lot of watch time for this early in the release. So yeah, so that's exciting. That's good. Hopefully we don't have to release this Shaq short tomorrow. It's like hopefully we start building a backlog where we have a whole bunch of shorts waiting for release while we're like, we can't release it because this one's killing it, So yeah, this stay to watch will just like, there will be bumps. It won't be a straight line back up, but there will be bumps. It might go down a tick or two, but I project it to be end today above 50%. Hopefully average watch time ticks up to like 19 or 20 seconds as they find my audience, our audience, the former squad out there scrolling through the doom scroll looking for their home. This is it. So yeah, it's good. I did think it is interesting though. Not like, it's good though, but I'm not trying to please everybody necessarily, All right, well, we got to pin a comment here before I forget about that. We'll watch it on YouTube. Alright, cool. So the comment I'll say made live on stream. How would you have handled the situation differently? Because that's funny, because then it's like they don't know if I'm like, I don't even know. Am I talking about how would you have made it differently, or what would, like, really? I'm saying, like, if you were Steve Bartman, what would you have done? So that's good. And you see how? Can you see that? Like, they even though this is like copyright or whatever, I've had a whole bunch of copyright issues for how often I've played this song. But they ended up tagging him. They ended up showing the short. Maybe if it were like, I don't know. Maybe if I were monetized, it'd be different. But anyway, this is. So now we got a comment pinned. It says we only have 9 likes. Maybe, yeah, okay. Maybe, okay, so it's 8. It's 8, but not including. 8 not including our own channel. So now let's see, and yeah, I mean, and it's probably good that we're live too. You know, like they like that we're live, and as it is being released. But this is what I told you. I mean, I'm not sweating this. It's gonna tick back. You see 40 as we go up to 40. It's still dripping it to people basically. It's not. It wasn't that like 3 whatever. It's getting, you know, a small number of views a minute as it gets more info. And now what's seeing now is like, oh yeah, maybe not everybody loves it, but like, oh yeah, our audience loves it. I think. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah. No comments yet, I don't think. But it just came out. So cool. Alright. We'll go back to CapCut. It's just, you can see it's hard for me. It's hard for me to like, it's the numbers addict in me to just like watch the numbers accumulate, you know? But that's not the purpose of the stream. But it is cool to show everybody what it looks like when you're releasing a video live, what to look for. Like basically that test showed that we did our job for the beginning of the show. I mean, I think we did our job. I think it'll be good. I think it'll pass 10K views, hopefully. And it's cool because you can see that you can get an idea for this stuff right away. The longer we've been doing this, you get a better idea. Like I'd be surprised if they killed that short. It's our first Bartman short. It's our first time using that music. It had a big test. You saw it took our last video, TO, which just is crossing 20,000 views or something like that. It took that video like 36 hours to get that many views, as Steve Bartman just got in 5 minutes, you know. So no subscribers from Bartman yet, but I think they're coming. So yeah, it looks like, I mean, our last short that we made on Monday, TO, was NFL's Baddest Man. Was looking like a flop at first, but turned out to be a pretty good success. Was our 10th short over. It was our 10th short over 10K, and probably will be our 6th short over 20K views. So hopefully Bartman joins it. And then Shaq after that. Alright, let's get to work, guys.
Fight!
I don't know if we even need to change anything, guys. I mean, I don't know. Elena, do we even need to change anything here? Like, what can we add? We can add a bunch of stuff probably. But like, do we need to change anything? Like, what kind of... Let's see, like... See what kind of video game music they have in there. See if there's anything good. Energetic fighting video game dance music full version. That's a pro thing. Shoot. Can't do that. Not that. See, I'm just concerned that if I play music, it's gonna. I like that. But I'm just concerned if I play music during it that it drowns out the impact effects. You know? And these, I mean, it's funny, like we definitely have a lane, right? It's our sports nostalgia dopamine lane. And this is sports nostalgia and dopamine. It's just like we have multiple. In that sports nostalgia dopamine lane, we have two lanes. We have the slowed memory types, like the Steve Bartman short. Like, most of the shorts we've done have been the slowed memory types, which are like we use some type of post-funk, I believe is the genre called. We have like a library of songs we've been choosing from that we like. And then we have this other lane, which is these impact effect shorts, which is the dopamine. Like, it doesn't have the same vibe as the shorts with the music in there, because the shorts with the music in there, like that probably plays with, like, we were talking about the other neurotransmitters like serotonin and oxytocin. Like, it probably plays with those, like gives you a calming effect so that like the dopamine rush isn't too jarring, whereas these are way more jarring dopamine rushes, most likely. It's basically like, and almost like the silence then hit with an impact effect. It's like it's like a signal to your brain to like something's important here, you know, something, we gotta watch this. I mean, we run the risk of this being like silly, you know, but that's kind of what the Clemens and Artest shorts were. Like, when I showed them to people live and got their reactions, like I showed it to my grandmother, and she like laughed, and I was like, "Whoa!" I mean, definitely I guess we were going for comedy, but like it's almost like it's a slapstick type of thing, you know, like. So it's like, it's silliness, but it kind of works. So we're not trying to be silly, but, you know, we're trying to get these dopamine pathways firing is what we're actually trying to do. / you know, entertain people. Like, this short is not as much about informing people, but like, not every short has to be the same, you know? So this one isn't as much about informing anyone of anything as much as like reminding them of Shaq, the Big Diesel, who is a cultural, you know, icon still to this day. So we talked about yesterday the risks we're running. Like, people have seen these videos millions of times, but we're gonna package it in a new way, which is our impact effects / audio effects. I really like the whoosh sound when the ball gets thrown at him, and then it's immediately contrasted by the boing sound when he's hit by the ball from Charles Barkley. And then we got that fight, which is like very video game. We're gonna see if there's anything what can I think of to change this? Because, like, I love this short up to, like, halfway, 9 seconds. And I'm just worried that the final, like, the final 9 seconds are just, like, added on. You know, it's, like, almost like...
Fight!
mean, I think people are going to watch it. I think it's going to be hard for people to tune away. You know? It's going to be hard. Like, especially in that first 9 seconds. Like, it's going to be damn near impossible for people to swipe away, in my opinion. Because, especially if we queue it up right, we'll just, like, destroys Dudley. Yeah, we could maybe just make this super silly, like, everything alliterative. Destroys Dudley. And then we could just say, like, Dudley mad or something like that. Fights Chuck. Breaks backboard. Then we can be like, alley-oop from Kobe or something like that. And then just be like, Shaq, the big D, Shaquille. One of his many nicknames. Like, Shaq had, like, many, many nicknames. He was always, like, picking a new nickname for himself. I mean, he's a funny guy. Very funny guy. I was watching, you know, Inside the NBA is, like, the best sports show there is. And it's been that way for a long time. And a lot of the reasons because of Shaq and his interaction with Charles Barkley. So, like, you know, maybe we could come up with something else to add here, but like this, I don't know. We'll see. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Let's go back. All right, how are we doing here, guys? You see that ticked up. We got as low as like 176, I think, before a couple days ago, before TO was released. But back up to 190. I think we have crossed 200K briefly, maybe for a day, but super briefly. I think Bartman's nearing 3K. Yeah, so Bartman's nearing 3K, and soon it will be... I don't love that. I don't love how it's not giving it to a whole bunch of people, but it's over 100. As long as this hour is like closer to 200 than 100, I'll be okay. I'll be upset if it's closer to 100 than 200, but it's the nature of this game we're doing. Monthly audience ticked back up. That's big. We were under, like we were doing, like we had a little bit of a correction. Like we peaked at like an 88,000 monthly audience last Thursday. Went through a little bit of a correction. We were down at 78 on Monday. We might rip past our all-time high today, depending on how well Bartman does, and with how well the other TO short was doing. So, yeah, this is great. This is great stuff. And I started we're starting to get more casual viewers, which is interesting because based on their definition of casual viewers, technically we should have 0 because it's something like watched your channel in up to 5 months over the past year, and we've only been around for 3 months. But so I guess this is just the people that have watched in May, June, July, and August, which is 4 months, but I don't know where they're getting the 5 months from. But anyway, that will keep ticking up, which is good. So yeah, and eventually the regular viewers will start taking up. That's viewers who've watched in 6 months or more of the last year. So we're not even 3 months old. We have 10 shorts over 10K. We have 6 shorts over 20K if we count TO. Two of them being about TO, ironically. Yeah. We have 5 right now that are over 20K. Really close to 30K. Yeah, and there's TO. So TO is now our most liked video at 568 likes to 6 dislikes. I mean, that's just craziness. That is craziness. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna have to stop looking at this Bartman short because it's like they're giving it to people. It's just not that many right now. But I said this was gonna happen, so I gotta remember that I said it was gonna happen, and I said it was gonna happen for some time too. Remember, so I just gotta it's basically just like a waiting game until that second wave starts coming. And then hopefully the second wave starts and it doesn't end for a while. But they got plenty of data on it. Let's see, it's still 46. Like, you can tell, they're not giving it to that many people. If they were giving it to more people, it would keep ticking up. But, hey, maybe they didn't... We probably got a B on this test. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we got an A. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's it was getting so many views in that time. So good news. At least we'll talk it up to excess. I mean, another short made on stream. It got over 1,000 views immediately. So let's just finish. I just gotta call this. Make sure that whoosh is timed up right. Maybe it'll. I just love that transition, guys. It goes from the whoosh to the boing, and they're both with him getting the ball thrown at him. Yeah, people have seen these stuff before, but they haven't seen it through this way, And this way is pretty cool. IMO.
Fight!
Yeah, and it's just people are gonna this is one of the ones we're at the level where we kind of I know there's a curve you think you know a lot and then you think you know nothing and then you start to think you know more or whatever. Maybe we're at the top of that curve right now before we go down, but it's almost or who knows, but I'm thinking that the deal is this. It's just people aren't going to know what hit them, with this dopamine pathways. They're going to be it's just hard to comprehend why you want to watch this, I think. But I mean, that's going to get that's going to make people laugh if they make it to the, I think. Because it's just a really funny transition, in my opinion. It goes from a guy hurling a ball at him, which didn't hit him. Chris Dudley did not hit Shaq with that ball. So, I don't even know if I've changed.
Fight!
And then it's good. I guess it's good because we like. Maybe I'm thinking like POV when nothing can stop you or something like that. Or POV when you're an unstoppable force. Maybe. We'll see what that looks like. Because this is all zoomed in. So you've had a better view of it. But let's see what happens when we add the... We gotta have text here. Text is important on this one. Maybe more so than others. Maybe just POV when you are unstoppable. I like that. Because that's universal, but like with Shaq, it's like he's unstoppable. The only problem is it's a little bit of a long line. Maybe I can do this. I mean, we'll see how it looks. Yeah. Guys, they're not showing Bartman to anybody. That's too bad. That's too bad. I mean, it's just the views are trickling in. So the problem is like, it's not a problem. It's fine. It's fine. It's like, basically, once these views... This is what I gotta remind myself. It's like, once these views... Like, this is the last hour, right? Once these, like... These were minutes at a time where it was getting, like, hundreds of views. Once they start rolling off the last hour is when we are likely to start getting more views. Because right now, the algo is thinking, like... We've given it this many views in the last hour and this is how it's done. But like once those bigger times start rolling off, you know, like once the 500 views in a minute rolls off, the views in the last hour then go way down. And so then it starts feeding it to more people. You know, it's like it's totally fine. Like it's good. So basically it's honestly until the next hour. It's like what we want to see is like, this is okay. This is acceptable. This is fine. Like, where it tests big and then goes way down. But what we want to see is we want to see this next hour be higher than this hour, ideally. I don't know. Hopefully you can... Yeah, hopefully that's in the right spot. But, like, the cursor. But, like, we want the third hour to be higher than the second hour. Is more important than the second hour being higher than the first hour. So we're gonna have to crop and zoom here, but it's gonna be sweet after we do that. Let's just try zooming. You guys on the right screen? Cool. Cool. Alright guys, we're getting there. Yeah, and it's good that like that. I don't like a lot of time, you know, we got to have action in that first second, you know, and it's good that we have both, like, at 1 second, the impact effect is hitting, and he's dunking on Chris Dudley. And we'll just say, jeez, guys, spilling coffee today. It's okay, it was not as bad as the first time, especially such good coffee. It's a shame, but it's okay. It means we're excited. Got a lot to do today. Haven't done too much, but it's been pretty solid. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. You guys are the best. So yeah, because it's like the first second. It's like that's the first 3 seconds. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you're posting videos on, that first 3 seconds. You need to have some, not need, but you want some type of action. Something that like trains the eye to focus, you know? Because there's so many other types of stimulus out there. You need something that focuses.
Fight!
And it's like it's just funny because like I think it's fun. Like again, this is kind of like on the sillier side of things, but hey, this is a YouTube. We're trying to have some fun here with this, so like we're trying to have fun here, guys. So it is a little sillier, but it's just kind of funny that it's like. Destroys Dudley, you know, POV when you're unstoppable, and these are the clips. Like, that's a predictive error in its own right. We were talking about predictive errors. It's like POV when you're unstoppable, and it's like, we do back that up, and it's like people trying to stop him. I guess it's like Dudley can't stop him. Chuck can't stop him. Backboard can't stop him. Trailblazers, Kings, anybody else in that era can't stop them. And then we have the positive feeling of surprise at the end. Okay, so I think it's going to be good short. We're going to just say destroys Dudley. Make sure there's a shadow on it. Destroys Dudley. Do that. Let's lock all these before I make any more mistakes. So destroys Dudley, fights Chuck. We'll call him Chuck instead of Charles Barkley. You know, it's more personal. Maybe we could change the caption for the second part of that clip, but we'll see.
Fight!
Breaks backboard, which he did this more than once. This was not the only time he did this.
Fight!
I'm gonna just say Kobe, maybe Kobe and Shaq, or Shaq and Kobe. Or maybe just oop from Kobe. Alley-oop from Kobe.
Fight!
I'm just going to say destroys Western Conference. We'll see how that works. Nah, it's too long. Way too long. We'll say oop. Just say oop from Kobe. I don't know if that's not good. Maybe just alley-oop from Kobe. I guess we'll stick with that for now. I don't love that caption, but destroys Dudley. Fights Chuck.
Fight!
Breaks backboard. Alley-oop from Kobe. Yeah, might as well get Kobe's name in there. And then we'll just say, like, Shaquille. The big Aristotle O'Neal. Something like that. Because he had... We'll run down... the big... Okay. Destroys Dudley. Fights Chuck.
Fight!
Breaks backboard. Alley-oop from Kobe. Shaquille, the big Aristotle O'Neal. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think it seems pretty good. I would love any comments in the chat. If anybody in chat has any... let me look up a list of his nicknames, because that's how we ended the Clemens short. And the Artest short was with this like final scene being like different from the rest of them. If you hear what I'm saying, you know, it's like this last scene has that like video game like music, and it's not an impact effect, and it isn't an example of him destroying somebody, but I guess it's like ending it in a certain way. It's putting a bow on the whole thing. So, yeah, we're just not getting any views on the Bartman thing right now. We're not going to sweat it. We're not sweating it. Yeah, I mean, Stadium Watch is ticking up, but slowly they're not giving it to enough people. So... I'm going to go to... These are... The big Shamrock. I mean, he's got so many. This is Google's terrible. Google's terrible. There's the big Aristotle. Like, obviously he's most known as Superman. I mean, we could make this more... I mean, he's... We're going to stick with the big Aristotle, I think. It's just, like, it's kind of funny. Superman is just... is a boring superhero, you know, it's just like super person. Diesel, I was thinking about Shaq Diesel O'Neal, but I think the big Aristotle's pretty funny. So yeah, let's go. We'll just finish this short up, and hopefully the Bartman short rips, and we don't have to post this short tomorrow. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully we can post it after that. So POV when you are unstoppable. Destroys Dudley. Fight. Breaks backboard. Alley-oop from Kobe. Yeah, I think it's gonna work, guys. I mean, who knows? Is it our best short? Maybe. Maybe. Gotta keep that positive attitude. You know? I think it should do as well as are you guys watching the right thing? Yeah. Should do as well as Artest or Clemens. Like, this is more like, I did the Kobe impact effect short, but that was way more of like I attempted a motivational angle on that, and that is a lane like maybe we'd like to get into, but it hasn't been one we've established ourselves in yet. So Kobe did all right. I mean, that if we do a re-edit, it will be of the Kobe one. I mean, that's why it's just like I don't think we're any. I know we are planning on transitioning away from sports eventually, but it's just like we're nowhere near running out of content. You know, like this is our first Shaq short. We're 3 months in. Like, this is our first Shaq short. We've done one Kobe short. Like, haven't done a Michael Jordan short. You know, like haven't done a Tom Brady. Well, I guess Tom Brady made an appearance. It's more of a Randy Moss short. You know, haven't done a Tiger Woods short. Like, haven't done. You know, go back on the list. Like, think of, you know, I mean, we did a bunch of Barry Bonds shorts. We did a bunch of LeBron and Kevin Durant in the beginning. But that was kind of before we established ourselves as more nostalgia based. That was when we were a little more conspiracy focused. I mean, we're still conspiracy focused. So, like, conspiracy guys are welcome here, big time. So, but yeah, it's not really our lane right now. Our lane is more like nostalgia, sports nostalgia dopamine. And so this fits like right in that lane, in my opinion. And I don't think we're anywhere near running out of content. So, long runway to go. All right. Let me finish doing this stuff we've been doing. Well, first we gotta zoom in on this stuff.
Fight! Fight!
It's pretty good, guys. Pretty good so far. Pretty good. So yeah, Shaq just like, I mean, Chris Dudley. He was like I said, I mentioned it yesterday. I think it was like they don't make guys like Chris Dudley don't really get too many minutes in today's NBA. Like Chris Dudley shot like 50% from the free throw line. He was just like a big dude. Back in the day, they had more guys. Like your team like needed guys to stop Shaq. I mean, I guess the Knicks didn't really need that because they didn't play him that much, being in different conferences. But Shaq was like the whole hack of Shaq. He was so dominant. They had they would foul him and send him to the free throw line instead of like letting him get the ball, because if he got the ball, he would have scored. Like in many people's mind, he's the most dominant center, even player of basketball history. So it's about time we got Shaq involved. But yeah, like it was like Shaq was dominant. Guys like Chris Dudley, even Chris Dudley, like big dude, he was there for like to clog the paint. You know, he could not stop Shaq. But that's why it makes sense. POV when you are unstoppable. And then we say destroys Dudley, it's like, yeah, like Shaq's unstoppable, he destroys Dudley, like that follows. So it's like, you know, that's our cue in the beginning. POV when you are unstoppable. It's like your brain, and then your brain sees Shaq. So it's like you do have to do work to decode this when you are unstoppable, but it's pretty easy. You know, it's like when POV when you are unstoppable destroys Dudley. Fights Chuck. This is its own like mini prediction error because it's not real. Like I make we make the fight into like a joke basically, and it was a joke. Like these guys were not seriously they were friends. They still are friends at this time and friends now. But so that's kind of why we handled it like that. Then it goes to him like literally being so strong that he breaks the backboard off the net, like or he breaks the rim off the backboard. And then it just like, I mean, this is like maybe this cut fits the least, but it's iconic, you know? That's why I put it in there. It's like probably his most iconic alley-oop from Kobe. And then this is probably one of the more iconic scenes of him running down the court after that iconic alley-oop. I think that was in like the West. It was in the playoffs, I believe. Probably the Western Conference Final. Trying to remember if they ever played Portland in the Western Conference Finals. I don't know. I was like 7 or 8. I was a big Trailblazers fan at the time. I was rooting for the Trailblazers hard. They had like Rasheed Wallace, Brian Grant I was a big fan of Brian Grant for some reason. Steve Smith, like the Trailblazers team was good. Like that's how good the Lakers were. The Lakers, like that's one of the best. They're one of the best basketball teams of all time. That Lakers team. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna put up this short. Then we made yesterday. I'll be right Nobody responded to the comment yet, I don't think. That's okay. That's okay. See if it's dead. Yeah, guys, I don't know. It was a great test. Great first test, but then it's really like... You can see it hasn't given us any... It gave us, like, no views. But, like I said, hopefully... We're about to go into this next 11 o'clock hour, so this is big. We got 135 views in the 10 o'clock hour. Well, I would like to see more than that in the 11 o'clock hour. If it dips lower, we're in trouble. Not trouble, but, hey, we might have to post Shaq tomorrow. But that's not a big deal. Most shorts never crack 1,000 views, and we got 1,000 in 5 minutes. So, not a failure. Not a failure at all. We can do more analysis of this after the fact. It's it's hard to watch Clark's Flower Shop for sure. That's what we were saying yesterday, or while we've been saying that as we've been making it. It's hard to watch, but in a good way, And we tried to make it clear we're not. You're trying to make it clear we weren't dragging Bartman at all. So we're hoping for. You just jumped to Toad. B-Wall, welcome to the chat. Clark's Flower Shop, B-Wall. I'll show you guys what we've done so far. B-Wall, I think you'll like this. Clark's Flower Shop too. This is more on our sillier end of the spectrum. We just went all the way dark. This is now back to like silly/fun. So destroys Dudley. You got Fights Chuck. Breaks backboard. Alley-oop from Kobe. Shaquille the big Aristotle O'Neal. So yeah, B-Wall, I just showed you the Shaq vid. No, I'm showing. Oh, yeah, you might be like a second. You might be a couple bit. I don't know how far behind you are. Oh, my bad. That's on me, guys. I'm showing you sound effects. You're not seeing the frickin'. That's on me. My bad. Here we go. This is it. Now you can see it, hopefully. Okay. Destroys Dudley. Fights Chuck. Breaks backboard. Alley-oop from Kobe. Shaquille the big Aristotle O'Neal. I mean, I think it's... Elena's been quiet today. She might be, who knows, she might be working on something else while she's watching in the background. But we have 3 concurrent viewers now. Thank you guys so much for being here. Breaks backboard is where you cracked up, B-Wall. No, B-Wall, we've got Bartman out now. We're going to give Bartman at least 24 hours. I mean, Bartman got 3,000 views in like the first 5 minutes of it posting. So we're going to give that a shot. But you like the backboard part. That's interesting because I was saying that the first 2 scenes of it are the best, and I didn't like it after it got to the backboard part. Like when I did start this last night, like I just got on there, messed around, added those sound effects and stuff. Yeah, go check it out. Go comment. It got like 3,000 views in the first 5 minutes, but then it hopped right. Then it died. But hey. Oh, damn, it's... well... That might be B-Wall. Hopefully it's not B-Wall, but... Anyway, guys, we're not ready to declare that... I said it's gonna be... Like, look at our bands. Look at our bands. Like, we're way higher than this band. No, Elena, 5... I don't think it ever, like... I think it's just... We're shadow band. Maybe start with backboard. That's how I had it. But then I just, like, loved... I loved the Dudley start, with the whoosh. Wait, what makes you stay, B-Wall? Is it the backboard makes you stay? Like we can play around with this order. Like, oh shoot. Gotta remember to keep. So you're okay with B-Wall, you're okay with having, like, originally when I had this short ordered, I had the backboard. It's coming. You'll see. originally I had the backboard as the first scene. But I found that I just love this moment at like the 4 to 7 second mark where it's like Dudley throws the ball at Shaq and then it transitions to Chuck throwing the ball at Shaq, you know? And I thought that was so strong that it had to be at the beginning. Because the thing is also the video of Shaq breaking the backboard, like that's been seen like literally like tens of millions of times. So I almost feel like it's riskier almost to put it at the beginning because then it's like everybody's like, oh, yeah, I've seen the backboard or whatever, you know? Whereas like the destroying the Dudley is not as iconic a clip, but it is in my mind. You know, like that's the one I remember. I don't know if I watched it live. I think I might have watched it live. So that makes you crack up. Like, yeah, B-Wall. I was all concerned that I love the first 2 clips of it, but agree. Okay. Anyway. Let's go.
Fight!
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to call it there. We're going to say it's done. I mean, we can, like, I don't want to add more sounds because it's already got, like, the sound effects were all in CapCut. All like, I can show you what I searched. I searched, like, no, is that what it is? Is that the twisted sound? No, I mean, I just searched, I forget what I searched. I searched, like, let's see if it even says video game music, I guess I searched, or positive feel, or I think I searched, like, celebration sound or something like that. So, yeah. I think it's good. It's definitely on the sillier side, like all the way on the opposite end of the spectrum of the Bartman short. Yeah, but so B-Wall, that's why it's like I decided to go with the sound effects here on this one because, you know, these are very well watched clips, but like I don't know if anybody's packaged them with the impact effects, you know? So that's what we're obviously running the risk that people, I mean, everybody's seen Shaq's clips, my audience, you know, like we've all seen Shaq's best plays, but they haven't seen it packaged like this. So plus we added like more sounds than we have before. We toyed with the idea of over all of it, like over the whole video, but I think that would just be distracting and then it would drown out. Exactly, it's all about the repackaging. We are showing live how we are repackaging, transforming into our own story, which this is a story like POV when you are unstoppable, you know, and then we just back it up with results. So let me just finish like making sure these are
Fight!
it's a little too big. We're just trying to get it lined up close-ish. That's good. That's pretty good. Okay, sorry. It's all about repassion. Yeah, too distracting. You got a good balance. Maybe change the fight sound to just ding, ding, ding. Ooh, I like that. I'll try that out. Fight's kind of funny, but could be funnier if you want to actually do voices. I don't know what you mean by that, but I will try the ding, ding, ding. Well, you can definitely try that out. I like that idea. Because, like, fight is kind of the only, like... It's the only voice in there. Like, it's its only word, you know? Doesn't really make sense to have one word. So we'll give that a shot.
Fight!
I think ding, ding, ding would be funnier there. I like it. And B-Wall, I was saying, like, I've been... Clark's Flower Shop likes the... We got argument going on in the chat. Uh-oh. Just kidding. But... Yeah, we'll think about that. How's Elena not number... Elena's number 1, but she's not chiming in. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. We'll see what else we got. Let me just finish. Let's finish doing this one. We got one more thing to zoom in on and crop. And then we'll... I don't know what that is. We can just cut off the funnel. Alright, so we've got it all basically cropped and trimmed how, you know, cropped, clipped how we want it.
Fight!
I like that. I like the music that we have with the ending. It says positive feeling. It's a good, Alright, so... let's look for a ding ding ding. Let's see if they have a ding ding ding. Play what on the fight from Mortal Kombat? Oh, okay. Heck yeah. Alright, thanks for that, B-Wall. Let me go to... Let's go to...
Round 1. Fight!
Okay. Okay. To me, it's just... I appreciate that. To me, it's just that's not that different from the fight sound that we already have. You know? It's not that different, in my opinion. Let's see if we have a... Ding, ding, ding. Oh. Shoot. No, that's not it. No, let's say boxing match. Boxing bell. Boxing bell sound? Yeah. So right now I looked up boxing bell sound. That's just, I like the idea, B-Wall, but that just sounds like crap. Oh, let's try it. Let's try it. I'm gonna leave that fight where it is and just put it all the way down so we don't move with that. Move that. Let's see what this sounds like. Right at the. Let's see what this looks and sounds like. I did the ring boxing 3 times. That might be better than fight, guys. Oh, Clark's Flower Shop. You hadn't heard the ding 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 though. I like the fight too, but now I just like the ding ding ding. I like it better. I like it better. I mean, this is one for, like, we can just, I don't know, A/B test it. Like, do one. Clark's Flower Shop really strongly sticking to fight. I just, like, you see the smile that comes on my face when I hear the ding, ding, ding sound. You know? We'll mute that. Now let's bring fight back up.
Fight!
I think Elena's gonna have to be the tiebreaker here. I think Elena's gonna have to be the tiebreaker here because honestly, we're gonna go back. I'll go back. This is one of those decisions like I shouldn't agonize over. You know, I'm not agonizing, but it's just like gotta just make a call and roll with it. You know. Like I've been thinking about I could have the fight like right here. Like, put the fight sound there. I like the bell. I like the bell more. It's just like the fight. I could put fight at. Let's see what it's like. If it's like if I put it here.
Fight!
I mean, is there too much going down here now, guys?
Fight!
The bell is slightly too late. Yeah, I can move that up, Elena. I can move that up, NBD. The bell. I like the. I think the bell is good, because, and I don't know if we need that other fight in there. You know, like. Let's. We'll play it again. What we got.
Fight!
Breaks backboard. Alley-oop from Kobe. Yeah, that bell. We gotta. So we gotta cut the end of the bell sound down. The ring gong. That's gotta be down. I don't know. Do we need this fight in there at all? Do we just go straight sounds? I think we're gonna just. I mean, I do like the fight. I guess we can. Hey guys, you know, I don't know. You don't need the. I know. Well, what about for the first clip? You know, that's what I'm thinking. Do we need the fight for the first clip? Maybe not. Like. Elena said that the bell needs to be earlier. Yeah, we gotta end this bell earlier somehow. Gotta be way shorter, that bell. I gotta be way shorter, that bell. It's gotta be over by the time that impact effect starts. I think we're gonna roll with that, guys. I agree. Too many sounds if you keep fight. Yeah, I like not having fight on screen and in audio. It's too much fight. Exactly, Elena. Too many sounds if you keep fight. Agreed. I don't know what no was in reference to, but we'll just delete the fights. We'll do one more voiceover or one more watch over, make sure that none of these sounds go too far. So we got this. It's kind of an eerie silence here, but that's. I think it's pretty good, guys. Like, I did play the Mortal Kombat fight noise, Brian. We went with your suggestion to do the bell instead of the fight sound. So now we have no fight sounds. We just have the bells. We have the impact effects. We have the boing effects when he's hit by the ball by Charles Barkley. And we have the whoosh effect when Chris Dudley throws the ball at Shaq. But we decided that the fight, I mean, if we had left the fight in there, it would have been fine, but we liked your suggestion to go with the bells. Y'all can see this? Yeah. Yeah, so no, no, to me, to me, we played that Mortal Kombat fight sound, and to me, it just sounded the same as fight, like the fight we already had in there. It didn't sound any different to me, and I'm sorry, but maybe some of our audience is Mortal Kombat guys. I don't know. I don't know how big. 25 to 44, like definitely on the low end. I feel like a lot of those guys are not. The younger end, those guys aren't Mortal Kombat guys. I mean, I'm not a Mortal Kombat guy. Big time not a Mortal Kombat guy. But so that's why I like the bells. I like the bell suggestion. When you say this is it, do you mean like its current form is it? Like the current this? Are you saying it in its current form is good enough, like what we want to roll with? Is that what you're saying? But I'm thinking it is what we're gonna roll with. So I'll check back on the chat. It's just a little tricky with me with the delays that are on the chat for me to figure out what you guys are saying. So all I'm gonna do here. Shoot. I mean, we're running a risk leading with that Dudley clip because it's not the best quality, but hey, I think people will enjoy it. So all we're doing here is we're making the background bigger because we're going to blur that. We're going to blur the background. We like a blurred background. Amp up the blur. All right, let's get it. This is its current state, guys. Destroys Dudley. We might have to crop some of that. Might have to crop the bottom of that. Just doesn't look right. Does not look right, the bottom of that frame. Much cleaner. Okay. Sorry for shaking so much. It's the coffee's got me. Guys, I mean, it's just like we could be going. Might be too. B-Wall, you've said a lot of stuff in the time. So you like it? You're saying A+. Like you're putting this our test level. Like that was your favorite video that we've made. The OG vaulted private. Like if you want to see it, you can hit me up. But like the OG our test was your favorite video. Are you putting this video close to on par with the our test video? Bell is better. It's not even close, right? I agreed completely, Brian. I love that suggestion. I put that when I put that in there. I immediately I could just tell by my name across my face. Yeah, where is numero uno? She's doing other stuff today, and somehow you're stuck. Are they gonna flip me right here? Are they gonna flip me? It says excellent connection. Cool. All right, no, they're not gonna flip me. All right, good. I love the bell suggestion. What OG our test, Elena? Here, maybe I'll play it. I'll play it for you guys. This is let me find it first. Let me find it on my computer. I'll find the OG our test video if I even have it still. Shoot, guys. Let's look for it. Am I even able to? Let me look for it. Let me look for it. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking for I'm looking for the OG Artest. Should be on here somewhere. NBA's. Let's see. All right, this is the. Let me. How do I share this with you guys? Let me see if I can figure out how to share this with you guys. Let me add a new screen. Preview screen. So yeah, we're gonna try to shoot. All right, it's gonna go dark for a second, but it's just me. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Okay. What the heck? Alright, yeah. Oh, Lena, we can do that after this is the preview. This is our. This is the OG Ron Artest video. Shoves exec, elbows Harden, punches fan, jumps into stands. Like, yeah, like. I think the. I mean, we can go. We want. I think the Shaq video is better than this, my opinion. Plus, it's not as dark or violent, but it's still like somewhat violent, but way more like fun violence than. All right, so that was the OG Artest short. I made that directly after making the Clemens OG Psycho short, and that one did really well. But like, so I made the Artest short immediately after the Clemens short, but like, this is when I'm still. I know how you feel about the Artest video, and that's why the Shaq video is way more fun, way less dark, way on the sillier side of things compared to what else we were doing. No, I don't see any emojis, B-Wall. No emojis. I don't see. I know that you asked that a little while earlier and you might be gone, but I don't see any emojis on the screen. I mean, maybe if I were looking in YouTube I would, but I don't see any here. Okay. So, Elena, you message retracted. What's going on? All right, so let's. Elena wants us to play some video game music, just to see what it sounds like. We'll figure it out. Okay, so. That's not video game music. This is video game music. Let's try. Well, let's see what it's like. We'll lower the volume here a little bit. You guys on CapCut, hopefully. Yep. All right. There's just too much going on, Elena. It's just like it makes the impact of it just immediately. This is what it just. If I have it from it, just I could use this as the no. It's just it drowns out the impact effect. It doesn't make that impact effect hit harder. It makes it hit less hard. Yeah, I mean, at least that one. I mean, maybe there's a different one, but that one, in my opinion, fifth one down, Elena says. Video game. Elena says fifth one. Were you thinking the video game background music? Like, yeah, that's why, like, we were talking about. I mean, this is good. We like this, but it's just not. It's gonna drown out all of the impact effects. And same with that. It's like maybe we can add that to the list, Elena. B-Wall, Clark's Flower Shop. Yeah, Brian. I never played Mortal Kombat. I played Mortal Kombat probably under 10 times in my life. I would guess. Maybe it's 10. I don't know. It's not much more than 10 if it's 10. Yeah, so I'm thinking like maybe we yeah, exactly. Elena, that's exactly what, like, if we can have our own video, we can make a video game type short. Yeah, we're thinking the same thing. This is what's been happening. But, like, we can do that. But, like, on its own, maybe not here. So, today, we're going to declare victory on Shaq for today. Tomorrow, depending on how Bartman's doing, we'll either, if Bartman's doing great, we won't post Shaq. We'll schedule it. If Bartman maybe stalls like it's been stalling, we will post Shaq tomorrow morning. We're going to give Bartman at least 24 hours. I mean, it had such a good early test. So we're going to give Bartman the full 24. It's posted at 9:45, so it's almost, let's see. We can see. Let's just check, see if we got any more views. No. Not too many, guys. It's okay. I mean, not great. Not great. Only you can see that 16 views in the last 60 minutes. But hey, we're not saying it's dead. 16 views in the last 60 minutes. It's just like that. You can see the algo flipping me in real time. Like, you give me 3,000 views in 5 minutes, and then you give me 16 views in 60 minutes. We're not gonna say it's dead. We're gonna leave it up. It got 3,000 views off the rip. We're gonna leave it up. I'm not convinced it's dead. I still think it's got a good shot at being the number one Steve Bartman short, which would be 35K. I think it's got a shot if they feed it to our audience. But they're not doing that right now. But it's fine. We'll figure it out. So tomorrow, we're going to possibly post Shaq. We can go over. I mean, basically, Shaq is done. We can add a filter. Or something. But we got the text. I mean, we can think about the text. I think the text is good enough. The only one I didn't really like was alley-oop from Kobe. This is the only frame that I'm not too sure fits in there / is not doesn't hit as hard. Plus, that has a multi-line. I don't love that, but we like it. We like this short. It's got some really fun audio effects. It's trimmed, it's zoomed. It's all it might need is a couple filters. B-Ball still says OGRT has his funniest. Elena likes Shaq more. I honestly like Shaq more. I think it's better because but B-Wall, you were like the Mouse at the Palace. It was like more. It was honestly more scary than funny. Like the way I handled it, I turned it funny, but it was definitely on the scarier side of things compared to funny. And I guess it's funny 20 years in the future looking back. But so we're going to declare victory on the Shaq short today. So we've done a lot today, guys. We posted Bartman. We went over the first couple minutes of its, release, which were great. 3,000 views in the first couple minutes, but then hey, it's had a little bit of a tick down. We're okay. We got this short ready to go. Basically, we're gonna give Bartman 24 hours. And now, what I think we should do is, I don't know what you're referencing there, B-Wall, but what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to that. We're gonna start making the wheel. We got 3 wheels last time. All right, so let me get you guys on the right screen. Okay, content. So let's just come up with I don't know. We did tennis golf last week. I don't know if we should take that off and add famous schisms in history or something like that for the Martin Luther angle that we were thinking about. Let me think. We'll leave wild card up there. We just did it. Let's take off MLB and let's take off. Shoot, guys. This is where I need the chat. Chat, we gotta step up here because you guys are the ones. You guys can help make it really hard for me, So what we're thinking here is, what topics do we change? Let's leave Olympic sports. We're going to leave Olympic sports. We're going to leave hockey, boxing, because we haven't done one of those. We'll leave wild card pick. Let's take off NFL. We'll take off NFL, NBA, and MLB. So NFL, we're going to replace with famous schisms. As in, we could even take a sports angle with that, hypothetically. But we'll do famous schisms. Instead of NBA, we'll do famous schisms. So what's something like Martin Luther, turning points. We got famous schisms. We could do maybe famous brawls or famous battles. We could do a famous battles instead of MLB. We'll make it famous battles or memorable we'll just make schisms because famous is implied. Instead of baseball, we'll do battles / wars. So we've got schisms, battles, wars, tennis, golf. I don't want to do another tennis. All right. Famous battles. Schisms, famous battles. We can say maybe political rivalry or politics. I don't know, maybe just politics. Some type of not politics, but maybe some country's politics. Maybe 19th century American politics. I'm just throwing it out there. We'll do that instead of the NBA because we'll do turn of the century. As in the turn, or we'll do fin de siècle. Isn't that what they called it? The fin de siècle, right? Chat. Exactly. Politics is too broad, Elena. That's why I'm thinking. What is it? What's the term? Fin de siècle. Chat. You can. Fin de siècle. Ponzi wants to make. Ponzi, you want to make your fin de siècle. So this is going to be, it'll be like, it has to be from the turn of the century. Like, not the turn of the 1900, not the turn of the 20th. How do you spell siècle? Jeez. Fin de siècle. So that's like, so we're doing famous schisms, famous battles. Well, exactly, Elena. We're doing fin de siècle. You see, you probably thought of that right as I thought of it. Maybe we'll leave hockey boxing up. We'll leave wild card chat pick up. We'll leave schisms up. We'll leave fin de siècle up. We'll leave battles war up. Tennis, golf, I want to change. College football. I mean, we haven't done any college football / basketball, so maybe leave that up. We haven't done any Olympic sports. Haven't done any Olympic sports or old timer stuff. So we'll leave. I mean, old timer stuff. The only one I want to take off is tennis and golf. And what could I add? Like maybe corporations, capitalism, rivalries, robber barons. Could do robber barons. I like that. I'm going to do robber barons. We're going to put robber barons up there instead of tennis golf because we did tennis golf last week. And we've never done college football, basketball, so we'll leave that up there. We've never done an Olympic / old timer. I mean, we kind of done old timer, but not really. We've never done hockey / boxing, so we'll leave that up there. And we'll do the wild card. Is chat okay with... Is chat okay? Chat, this is... Instead of... I mean... This is your chance, chat. This is... We got the wheels. I agree. I know you guys are talking about the short that we just made. But we need... So this is... We'll go... We got schisms, fin de siècle, battles / wars, robber barons. Is that too much of a overlap? Robber baron. I mean, we could do... Robber barons is good because we could make it like current and do like a Peter Thiel or Elon Musk angle or something like that. College football, basketball, we'll leave up because we haven't done that yet. Olympic sports / old timers we'll leave up since we haven't done that yet. Hockey, boxing, same thing. Wild card. All right, I'm going to stick with that. That's their content wheel. So that's the first / most important wheel. That's where the content, that's where we're going to have to decide where the content comes from. All right, and that's going to be very difficult. But that's cool. That's what we like. All right, let's go to the next wheel. All right, Bartman. Looks like B-Wall finally watched Bartman. It's on one of our fans. It's all right. I'm not. We're not gonna say Bartman's dead. If worst case Bartman's dead, we post Shaq tomorrow. I mean, hey, you know, Algo flips me, whatever. Just roll back. Darn it. Let's see. This is. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, whatever. We'll see. Bartman not looking great, but hey, Yeah, it's not. We'll see where it ends up. We'll discuss tomorrow where it ends up. We're not. I will read that comment. Let's look for it. I'm trying to get that short up, B-Wall, so I can read your comment. 4 comments. Dead man walking. Bro, we were trying to not track Steve Bartman, is the thing. Ghostly vibe on this one. Alright, I can't see whatever. Alright, thank you for commenting, you all. Thank you for watching, everybody. So, John Green incident. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't let me open that reply, B-Wall. So yeah, it'll be good. I maintain that the Bartman short will tick up. I think it will. We're not gonna admit defeat yet. Okay, let's go back to the wheel. We've got 2 more wheels to make. And then we might call it for today, guys, after we make our final wheels. Alright, so this is... Okay, it just did my what was the second wheel that we made? The second wheel was like the type of moment, you know? So we had like WTF moment, like betrayal, rivalry. This is what we need. This is what we need help for, because I might pick tennis over golf, B-Wall. I put those together because they're like aristocratic sports, you know? Like, I just thought it made sense in my mind. You're right, like, I don't know, maybe if it were like classy or something, I'd pick Roger Federer, you know? Like, I'm not saying I'll never pick tennis. Like, it's just, we talked, like, last week, it was like, we got what WTF. And it's like, with tennis, it's harder for WTFs. With golf, it's super easy. Because, with golf, it's super easy because it's like, you know, it's more of a decision-making sport compared to tennis, which is reactionary. All right, Elena, good. Collapse, that's the first one. Collapse. 1. We got collapse. Squash and punch. Collapse. We'll do maybe rivalry. We'll do rivalry. Maybe we'll do conspiracy. Maybe like meltdown. Yeah, exactly. B-Wall. If I can't do curling. This was the one last week where it was like WTF. It's like, this is the type of moment from the content that we're gonna pick. You know? Like, it's like, meltdown is not the same as collapse. And it, like I said last week, like there can be some overlap here. Because like meltdown and collapse are different words for a reason. Reactor versus skyscraper, those are... Because like a collapse means you're ahead and then you collapse. A meltdown, you don't have to necessarily be ahead. You can just melt down. I don't know. That's my 3 Mile versus 9/11. What? You get what I'm saying? Like, collapse implies you're coming from the top, where meltdown is Bundy. Exactly. Like, meltdown, you're not necessarily coming from ahead. You know. That's my thing. Like, a meltdown could just be like, oh, it was we don't know. We're gonna spin the wheel tomorrow. Like that. The theme here is just like the type of moment. You know, like. Like, it could be, we could add WTF moment, we could add epic fail, we could add greatest, maybe greatest comeback. That's a great one. Exactly, Brian. That's what we're looking for. Comeback, greatest GOAT play, like the greatest of all time play. So just 2 more here. Comeback was a good one, very good one. Rise, I like that, and celebration, perfect. We can go back and edit these, but let's just get them in. You know, so is that 8? Yeah, that's 8. So that's our current 8 right there. Collapse, rivalry. Okay, so yeah, and maybe instead of, I like that clutch moment instead of. Exactly, B-Wall. We thought clutch moment. Typed clutch moment before I even said clutch moment. But which one do we take out here? Maybe meltdown? No, I mean, GOAT. I mean, that's what I said. There can be a little bit of overlap here. It's not like it's, it's going to be, as long as there's some direction. No, clutch is not. Clutch is included in GOAT, possibly. Kind of. That's what. There's some overlap here. It's okay. But I'm thinking we take out, because we have collapse, meltdown. We have collapse and meltdown. Comeback, GOAT play, rise, celebration, collapse. So, I do think in the end, the ones that are the closest are collapse and meltdown. So we can just put clutch instead of collapse. Yeah, we'll just put clutch instead of collapse. Because we can go with. Okay, exactly, Brian. So we're gonna take out collapse and write clutch moment. See, we were on the same page here, guys. It's all perfect. So we're gonna take out collapse and write clutch moment. Clutch. Spell it right first, though. So we've got clutch moment, rivalry, conspiracy, meltdown, comeback, GOAT play, rise, and celebration. And the topics that we will go from are schisms, Findissy Clay, battles, wars, robber barons, college football, basketball, Olympic. I'm going to have to get like 10 hours of sleep tonight to be ready for this. Hockey, boxing, and wild card. And then what was our final wheel? Our final wheel was like the weird, like, oddball angle we have to take on it. Like last week we landed on undersell. So we can't land on undersell this week. So we'll take that out. We'll So this is going to be like, for this wheel, it's like, you can make any twist on it you want. Like, one of them, I'll leave the one. I remember some of them from last week. Like, one was like narrate like it's a crime doc. We'll leave that up there. I like that one. Because, like, the challenges are good here. Like, if I have to narrate this, if we come out with a narration, like, I got to somehow record it and whatever. All right, so narrate like it's a crime doc. Although maybe I could just use captions. We'll see. We can, we'll do oversell instead of under. We will leave undersell out, but we'll stick with oversell. Hype is kind of the same as oversell in form, I don't know. I'm okay with inform. I don't know if that's the best. I don't know. We got narrate like it's a crime doc, oversell. I don't know if one was like make it a conspiracy, but I don't want to land on. Yeah, Elena, I mean, that's already, the narrate is already in there with like the narrate like it's a crime doc. If you want to add like a different type of narrate, like, I don't want to just be voice narration. I'd rather have like either narrate like it's a crime doc. We could say like maybe like mess up the timeline or something. Make the timeline cyclical, not linear. I kind of like that. Make it cyclical. If that makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys? Like make it cyclical. Like turn it into a cycle instead of a multiply, like it's a thing that keeps happening. Movie trailer. Okay, we can add that. News story. Okay, but what kind of news story, B-Wall? We'll do movie TV trailer. I like that. Movie TV trailer. What kind of news story, B-Wall? Tell story backwards is good. I'll throw that in there. What did you say no to, B-Wall? Tell story back, guys. You guys are not gonna. This is not gonna be easy. This is not gonna be easy. Oversell. History repeats. What do you guys mean? I don't understand what you mean. I said no, I didn't get cyclical, but now I do. Oh, okay. Yeah. History repeat. Oh, yeah. Tell story back. I mean, that's going to be a challenge. What we don't want is... We don't want what happened last week. Although I really liked the video that we made last week. We landed on undersell, and it just like basically limited. Yeah, my vids are not chronological. You're right. But telling it backwards is different from it being not chronological. Exactly. Like telling it backwards means I have to stick with telling it backwards, chronologically, I guess. It's easier. Yeah. So we need a couple more here. 3 more ideas, guys. 3 more ideas. We can maybe... I'm gonna say make it a rom-com. I think that would be funny. Like, make it romantic comedy. I don't know. I've never done romantic comedy before. But, I think, just think of like genre. Like, make it romantic comedy. We could do make it for kids. We've never made a video specifically for kids. But I don't know. I don't think that's... I think it's a good idea, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Because rom-com is good. I agree with rom-com. Maybe like... other genres, we could say like make it a cold case. Does that make sense? We already have narrate like it's a crime doc. That doesn't really make sense. What are we thinking here, guys? 2 more for the kids. Make it eerie. Okay, good one, Elena. Yeah, make it eerie. Eerie/ghostly. So right now we got narrate like it's crime doc, oversell, make it cyclical, movie slash TV trailer, tell story backwards, make it romantic comedy, and make it eerie slash ghostly. Yeah, well, that'll be horror. That'll be horror. Like eerie slash ghostly slash horror. Horror. Alright, one more. Last one. We could make it a chat wildcard pick if you wanted to. And you guys can come up with it on the fly tomorrow. But, yeah, make it cyclical is going to be tough, Elena. But, hey, that's what we want. Tough. We want challenges. We are not shying away from challenges. That's why we're here, is to challenge ourselves. So, one last idea? We got make it cyclical, movie trailer, tell story backwards, make it romantic comedy, make it eerie, ghostly slash horror, narrate like it's a crime doc, oversell, and then we'll just we'll say wild card. Or we could say turn him into a maverick or something like that. Yeah, but his cyclical and history repeats are the same, but they're not repeated on the wheel. Like, I just left it as make it cyclical. What did I just say? Like, turn him into a maverick? Or maybe make it us versus the world or something like that. You know, make it them versus the world. Does that make sense? You know? I can't see the ad in the lower left. It's not on my screen. Let me get rid of it. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, guys. I was thinking, what did I just say? Make it a maverick. Make it us versus, like us versus them versus us. I don't know. I'm just thinking like that makes it charged somewhat. Them versus the world. What are you saying? What are you laughing at, B-Wall? Guys, we're gonna leave it. Yeah, well, okay. You guys both like them versus the world, so we'll put that up there. Them versus the world. All right, guys. So we'll just go. We can, you guys can edit them tomorrow if you decide. The slump. See the slump. I don't know. I don't know if that fits on that wheel. Make it an underdog story could be good, Elena. But yeah, kind of. It could be, but it doesn't have to be underdog. It could just be like, turn it, I left it at them versus the world. Them versus themselves. Shoot, I don't know. That would be challenging. Dude, tomorrow's gonna be tough. I need the chat there tomorrow, like from the jump. Might start early just because it's going to be tough. So these are our topics we're choosing from. Battles, wars, robber barons, college football / basketball, Olympic sports / old timers, hockey, boxing, wild card, schisms, Fiend DC Clay. All right, so those are that's our content wheel. We've got our, this is content inside of content. You guys want me to start early tomorrow? We'll see. We'll see. Elena says, please start early. Guys. Elena's just held off that number one all day long. Alright, yeah. So then we'll go to that second wheel, which is like the content from the content, And then we have our final wheel, which is like the angle we take on the content. And so this is going to be really fun. It's going to be a fun Friday. 6:30 a.m. start? No. You still getting up that early these days, bro? That's craziness. I can't believe I got up that early for like so long. Not a morning person. Morning stream person though, but not a classic morning person, really. We're going to just check on our Bartman short. Still ticking. Stay to watch ticking up slowly. Okay. Up to 20. This is good. I mean, we only had 20 views in the 11 to 12 o'clock hour. We already got 4 in the 12 o'clock hour. Times that by roughly 5 or 6. Same thing. So not great, nothing great. But hey, we're saying it's not dead. More likes coming in. 9 likes, 4 dislikes. That's fine. Average view. See, this is big. This is showing that... Can you see that? No. Yeah. This is showing that this hour the average watches... This is showing that the average watch is ticked up to 27 seconds for this hour, which is good. And obviously that might include like B-Wall watching it and me watching it, but that's still good to see. Like basically they're going to start, they'll test it in little bits to my audience. And then once they see that the audience likes it, they'll hopefully open the spigot a little more. So don't look for Shaq today. We're just going to give Bartman the full 24 hours at least. Hopefully when we check back tomorrow morning, these numbers have taken off a little bit. This you'll see stayed to watch above 50%, watch time higher, average view time higher, all that stuff. We got a big day tomorrow. We did a lot today. We finished we'll do a final view over of the short that we made today. It's pretty much finished. Destroys Dudley. Yeah, like that just makes me smile. That's gonna make people gonna love that. Breaks backboard. Alley-oop from Code. And I love that sound. Alright, so we might release that live tomorrow. We might not, depending on how well we're doing. Thanks for joining so much today, guys. We had such a productive day. Great chat. Chat was involved all day. Elena, Brian, Clark's Flower Shop, thanks for stepping up big time. I appreciate you guys so much. And then tomorrow we have a really big day. We have Fun Friday. So we're going to plus if we'll check Bartman tomorrow. We will possibly post Shaq. If Bartman stays dead like it has been, we'll post Shaq first thing. But hopefully we'll leave that to the weekend sometime. Hopefully we can start building this backlog. So you guys have an idea of what's to come. You've already seen them, but we haven't released them yet, if that makes sense. So yeah, we'll check on Bartman. We'll possibly thanks, Selena. No, you got no. We talked about this yet. No apologizing. Thank you for coming, dude. It means a lot. And Elena being here, can't wait for the wheel tomorrow. I mean, I've been looking forward to that wheel all week. So yeah, tomorrow we got Bartman, analytics, possibly Shaq, analytics, and then big time day on the wheel. That's probably going to take, who knows. We got schisms, all that stuff. Looking forward to tomorrow. B-Wall hit me up today. We're watching the Algo live. You guys have a great rest of your day. Great Thursday. Enjoy your day. And we will check back in tomorrow for Fun Friday. So, peace, guys. We will talk soon.